That's right. You probably can't even hear me because my mic doesn't work for a couple seconds after I change scenes. All right, now it works. It should. Is it? Is it actually? Do I have to? Okay, now it's working. Got it. So, stream title is correct. Maybe off by like a couple hours. But according to the date that I uploaded the first VOD of playing on this Minecraft world was a year ago. So it has been a year in this world. Now, a couple things after I have that I've done between streams. Physically in game, basically nothing. I don't think I've done anything. Mod wise, however, I have updated to the newest version of Create. So that means I can do things like holding. Oh, that's neat. I can see the hand wave around in my but that does mean I'm currently missing a few things right now. And that means I don't have Petrol's Park, which means I don't have the double card in. And I know that I've used the double card in a couple places, but I don't remember where, and I don't remember how important it is. But I know I can easily oh, it's got stuff. No, wait, this is the brass. Is this? Ah, right here. I think, yeah, it's the thing powering this belt. So, what we are going to do is make something that's similar, or will give me a similar result to the double cardan, which is going to be the configurable gearbox. Now, if I saw how this thing works right, I just put the shaft here and the shaft here, and it'll start working. Is this going the right way? No, no, it is not. So maybe this side of it? There we go. Now I'm gonna have to make a couple of those. Because I know I've got a couple double cardans. I just don't exactly remember where each one of them is. So I've got to check all my machines to see if I have any. this one does. How's it power? Wait, oh, it's all powered by this? Alright, that works. If it works, it works. This got anything? Now this isn't moving, but that could just be because it's turned off. That's good, that's clear of them. Ah, here we go. But the problem here is that if I move that, it's not... I don't know how I'm gonna be able to put a casing on the side of it. I guess I'll have to... Nope. Put that back in. Put that back down. Another one here. There, and there. Everything else looks like it's going fine. So on to the next machine. I don't think I used any double cardans here. Nope. Any use here? Nope. And this is powered, so I know the double cardan isn't being powered by... I mean, the chain drives aren't being powered by a double cardan. I keep messing up which side is the side that goes where. But I think I know a second one. I think I've used it to power the uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's new. Oh, hey, that's not supposed to be there, but what caused this? know what could have caused it, actually. Let's just start it back up and give it another go. Because the crash log is giving me a whole bunch of stuff that could have gone wrong. But it's stuff that I should have, it should have caught at other points. It's going to be real annoying if there's one mod that hasn't been, that isn't compatible with Crate 6 .0.8 almost entirely, because that would mean I would have to go back and backdate every single create mod that I updated. That's painful. Okay. Let's try again, and if it doesn't, if it crashes immediately, I think I know what's causing it, and I don't like that. But I feel like if that was the case, it would have crashed sooner, you know? Okay. I don't know why it crashed. Oh, hey, it finally turned off. Um, okay, that's not powered by a chain drive. Oh, here we go. Oh, but how do I think? And then I put chain drive back, ink back, and there, and chain drive back. Cool. One last thing. So I can't have that much left. Does this use it at all? Like everything's running. Oh wait, this chain drive here is completely wasted. Yoink. Yeah, that I only have a couple chain, double card heads, I guess. Huh. All right, that's fine by me. The only other place I can think one would be is over here in the bee hut. Which, nope, looks like they are running fine. I think the only thing from Petrol's Parks I was using was the double cardan. Oh, I think if anything, it's gonna be over here. That's running fine. Sword's running fine. Belts are running fine. So it's all good there. So I think, okay, so there's obviously a couple more spots that I have to go to, but they're on the second floor or in the workshop. So I don't have anything here, so. Well, this works, so I know it's not, there's not any in the elevator. There was this here that I was using to charge my backpack. I think that's it. I think I was just using this stressometer. Yeah, there's no reason for me to use this. So I can remove this and that. And that. And I think I'll just keep charging my armor, I'll just do that, I guess. I'll probably make like a dedicated spot in like my house when I. Okay, so only one place left. It could be. But I want to sleep before I head over there. There's two places, but I'm pretty sure I never used it for. Used it on the oil platform. And then I can go over all the new stuff. Oh, I didn't use any of that over here for the other two machines, did I? It crashed again. So what would have caused it? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it might have been. No, it's not that. Huh. All right, one more time. So supposedly this is being caused by Create Henry, which is unfortunate because that's a really important one, and I think the dev is left the project. If need be, I can replace it with a mod that makes Dreams and Desires compatible with Create 6. and enchanted machinery, which I know is because enchanted machinery has been specifically updated to this version of Create. So I think it's blaming the possibly an encased fan using a Create Henry method in order to function. But if that's the case, I'm just gonna remove anything that's create any Create Henry fan processing temporarily, and at some point between streams just fit everything. Let's see if that Dreams and Desires thing works. Because it would be nice if it did. Because Create Henry's cool, but it does have a little bit less options than Dreams and Desires, and it does look a little bit worse. So I think Create Henry adds things that Dreams and Desires didn't. And looks like no, there's no double card in here. Only places I could think one would be is over here in the Steam engine. Which is still a victim to changing mods, but, you know, can't fix everything. Nope, looks like it's all being powered. I could probably do this so much better now. The piping, mostly, I mean. It's not good. But and then I definitely didn't use it for the Steam engine, but I'm gonna check anyway. I mean, for the oil extraction. Just so I can get there quickly, so I can get into stuff that I want to talk about a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, I definitely didn't use any double carding. That's good. Oh, it's full. Okay. didn't use any double cardans over here. I also took, I think I did this off stream. I took this out, put the beacon down here. At some point, I'll probably get a real computer mod, but I don't know how they work, so I don't want to. So, couple things from the new mod updates. Let's go take a look. Oh, it doesn't get... Oh, really? Okay, so... Oh, it doesn't list it, much of it anymore. We have one thing. Oh, I don't have any pumpkins. Okay. Let me go check if I've got some. So, you probably are figuring out by now that, oh, why are you putting a pumpkin on a copper block? Do you somehow get the copper? Okay, give me a second. Oh, no, wait, isn't it a cut copper block? Nope, there we go. I have a mod that gives us the copper update. Well, just the chest. Just the copper golem in the chest. Unfortunately, not the other copper blocks. Like the torches and the lanterns. That'd be too cool. We don't have that. We have just the copper golem, some copper buttons. That is not how you spell C. Like, at all. Now, he does work with things like the trains and things like that, so I might use them for trains. But he also works for barrels. So say I put a single basalt here, he's gonna put it in there. And then I give him more basalt, and he puts it up and puts it in there. And because he has no pathfinding, he does this extremely quickly. Compared to normal. It's just that I was mostly doing it because I wanted the copper golem itself. I don't care about the auto sorting stuff. But other things. So other things are what's the name of it? Oh, you can't search it because it's just Minecraft. So, let's just do this to show the cool new stuff, I guess. So, Dawn of Time added a couple new blocks, like... Oh, they added orange terracotta. No, wait, orange... No, that's just normal terracotta. I think, yeah, they added, like, stairs. I don't think that's new, though. I know they added some new stuff. Right. more painted stones. I think they did something in the Roman category, but I don't remember what. I think it was just adding the terracotta to it. They haven't added like anything super big. Yeah, they haven't added much either. I know Dusty Decorations added right, they added sea stone, which I think I've added a recipe for. Uh, they've also added some stuff like scarecrows, which I might use in a farm, considering wicker blocks and things. But I think that was from the Halloween update, so I'm pretty sure I've been playing with that. No, wait, have I played since Halloween? I don't think I've streamed since Halloween, so I think that's technically new. Oh, I still have to remove the asphalt mod. Oh, egg production. I can do that. That's not a new mod, I suppose. It's not updated. It's something I've added. So, firefly bushes have always been there, but I'm getting to it. I added the escalators, but I don't know if I'm actually going to use them. I'm probably not going to use them in the main base. I may end up using them in other places. I don't think any of these have had anything new. Huh. Okay. 8 minutes of superheating. Neat. What was the recipe for that again? Not bad, actually. But I knew they didn't add anything new-ish. They added a stock manager, but I don't think that's really going to be necessary for me specifically. So, considering I'm in a solo world. So, here's the thing. Vanilla Backport. Big update. It had Chase the Skies and Hottest Lava for a while, and it's also had Gardens Awakens for a while. But now it has Spring to Life, which includes the native firefly bush, the bush, wildflowers, leaf litter, cactus flower, short dry grass, tall dry grass, and the animal variants, as well as bundles and dog armor. I have no use for the dog armor. I don't even have a dog yet, but the Spring to Life one is the kind of nice one. I still need to make a recipe for resin, but I've made a recipe for wildflowers, firefly bushes, and bushes. I think I still need to make one for leaf litter. And cactus flowers grow naturally I think are also sold. No, the wildflowers are also sold by wandering traders. Don't know about the grasses though. Okay, so I think that's all the updated things. So I'm gonna. Oh, that's cheap as shit. Okay, yeah, let's just make one of those. There we go. Turn that back. An incubator, I don't know. Let's take a look what that does. An incubator. Supply eggs to it. Adult chickens. Active chicken. Superheated. Charcoal and bones. Alright. So I think I'll just keep it heated. I don't really need charcoal and bones. So I'll keep it heated. I'll make one of these and then keep it heated. So what's the egg producer do? Provide just rotational force. Seeds and water. Okay. Okay. So oh, the incubator isn't all that expensive either. But that's another step for later. That means I can actually do an updated version of this. Instead of having a couple chickens in a hole, I could make a legitimate chicken coop. Let's do some testing, I guess. Does it work with a faucet? Oops. I'm going to. That there. It's here. It's here. It's here. It works with a faucet. Put copper and some seeds. That is nowhere near where I wanted to place it. Good game. Oh, right, it needs power from the bottom. Have any motors? Yes. Does it? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's not super fast, but it's not like I need it to be. And it's probably faster than normal chickens. And I could probably have a couple chickens do this. Honestly, yeah, not too bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that is mostly everything. This is going to be annoying because you stay. So I wanted to set up a fountain here. So what I'm going to do is did I get the illuminator? I did. That's a little bit too expensive to be running off to do right now. But I will in a second. But that specific mod is going to do a lot for us as far as lighting stuff goes. Okay, so I had it set up like this, but I'm gonna remove these and replace them with let's go with carved stone. And instead of dusk-bound lantern, I think I'm going to go with not these, but there's something similar. I think it was in supplementaries. There they are. Stone lamp. Okay. And I've got enough. I have made a mistake in some way. Okay, so here, 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 and here. There, 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 there. wait, hold on. I remember enough. What's that here? Get the 4 copycats out. What's this? Now we can that there, that here, on all right, very funny. That and that. There we go, that's been raised up, and now we can make. Okay, so we're just going to be looking through these pages really quick to try to find what I was looking for. And I need 4 of these, so I need 2 buckets. Them on each corner. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if it's like actual water source or if like it just looks. Oh, it is. So we take a little bit. You can leave the dirt at the bottom for now because I plan to make a bigger pond. in the center. But this is fine. Yeah, I kind of like this more than the original one. Okay, I think that covers a lot of the simple stuff I wanted to do quickly. Um, well, I guess let's trade with some wandering traders. Well, actually, I think I have to trade. I think I have to get some more emeralds first. So I might have to trade with some villagers first. Yeah, I don't have any emeralds. Okay. And I can't, like, make emerald anyway, right? For $1,000, I could buy some emeralds. An emerald. No, I think I'll just... spend a little bit. So one thing that's been slightly bothering me is that all of the buildings are kind of like individual buildings that I've crushed together. But that only is going to work on like this upper area because this is basically this is going to be my area up. My workshops, my house, my storage, kind of. But everything else is basically the mini city I want to build here. So let me just take off. So everything else needs to fit in some way. Like, I'm probably not going to keep animals and tree. Like, I'm going to make a separate tree area, not part of this. Kind of like how I have the oil thing out there, but this is probably going to be closer. Oh, hello. So, and probably this outer layer is probably going to be... Okay, so upper layer, my stuff, buildings, the workshop, the house, probably the garage for wherever that happy gas went, and the airships. Middle layer is probably going to end up being stuff like... I'm not sure what this middle layer is going to be, actually. Because, like, these need space below them. So whatever I put up top, up on the other floors, it can't function with space below them. whether that means I turn this whole middle section into a giant garden. That sounds kind of nice. That sounds kind of fun. Um, but I might do stuff like making it a workshop. Things like, oh, I forgot to put more tinted glass there. Um, but things like making it a workshop, not a work. Yeah, like not like individual workshops like this, but like more automated versions of things like the auto crafter for uh, precision mechanisms and more saws and yeah, basically this would end up being things. This is going to end this the interior is going to be like logistics, I think. And then the outside buildings are going to be like crafting, like all the saws I'm going to need. A couple of crafters, a it, like probably like two or three, one or two more presses. The press, considering that one can, the hydraulic press can do two at once. It can do a whole stack at once. That makes it not difficult, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna be mostly logistics in here, and then out here can be things like saws, maybe some animal pens. And then out here is going to be the resources that aren't factories. So like trees, though I'm definitely going to make a tree area on its own. Maybe animal farms can stay over here, but like normal farms are also going to be going somewhere else. Mob farms definitely have to stay down here, simply because this doesn't work up there. This can only work down here. But I found a YouTube playlist where some Japanese architect has decided and figured out how to make it figured out making basically everything in his old style town, Japanese town. So he just has this huge playlist of buildings that he's made that resemble his town in Minecraft. Is he still not refreshed? Okay, I need to rethink my villagers because I guess they don't feel like resetting all the time. That's only by. If I had more farms, that'd be good. You know what, bud? It's the anniversary of my Minecraft, of this world. Get me a fucking cake, I guess. Alright. For ultimate little silly move, we put the cake on top of the spike, and we get some candles. Oh, I only have one candle. Make this. No, wait, it's the 1 year anniversary. A single candle is all it needs. Yay. One-year anniversary. If this world makes it to 2 years, I'll put the candle on there. Alright, so now what am I gonna do? I didn't have anything planned other than talking about the new stuff, and I suppose I should sleep and then go try to trade some with wandering traders. Let's go trade with some wandering traders. I could decorate this a little bit better too. I think I just put the ender chests in here for visuals. I don't think I actually put it in there for a reason. Oh, there it goes. God, pink die. Goodbye. And there goes all my emeralds. Yay! Oops. I wonder how that happened. Now, see, the thing I know is that these guys kind of drop. Oh. One thing I kind of know is that wandering traders, they drop emeralds when they die. And they drop these gold coins, which I'm sure are useful for something. So maybe I sit here and get some emeralds a different way. It's not the worst idea. I should be checking what their traits are before I do that, but do I have a pillager spawning? I don't... That means I could make an emerald farm. Simply from... No, wait. Do villagers drop emeralds? Where are the camels spawning? I know I have bought. I do. Means your money to me. Now, there were 3 of you. A player head, not useful. Yeah. Goodbye. You know, honestly, if I really wanted to make like a super cool like wandering trader area and building, I probably would. I can decorate the whole top of it. What am I talking about? I was like, maybe I didn't give enough space to it, but nah, this much space is fine. Useless to me. Goodbye. I'm trying to get some of the new stuff because I know the flowers will show up. The wildflowers specifically. Oh, I don't know if I can get those, but that's expensive. And I definitely don't have enough for that. But you can stay. Is there one up top or something? No, just the one spawn. Actually, I'll figure it out. Alright, what do you guys got? Nothing useful for me. Now, what do you got? Enderman spawn egg is kind of nice, but I have no use for that. Oh, look. That thing I said it would be cool to have. But that is more interesting to me. Which means you now have no more use. Yeah. What you got? Oh, things I can only get from you. I don't know if I have any of this, but why not? Creeper head, interesting. Coral. The big shark jaws I was talking about, but you know, I don't have any of that. Enough emeralds for that, so. Excuse me. Are you selling anything nice? Not really. Okay, let's pause. Let's hold on a second. Okay. Do I need a polar bear? I know I probably have pale moss. Yeah, I have plenty of. I have some pale moss. I have some pale saplings too. Don't need anything from you. The dragon head is cool, but Actually, no, wait. This is probably one of the best ways to get dragon head. And now... shame. I'll keep you around a little bit, maybe. Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good one to have. Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for the money. Oh, there was more than two of them. But I can't find them, so... The Firefly Bush and the Tall Dry Grass, really good. Really good. Dragonhead's also good by 2. All the sea glass is really nice. It definitely has some lilac. The achievements do I have on this thing? Oh, sharpness and leaving. Okay. A piglin hat. Would that be useful to me? Yeah, sure, why not? I should have waited. I can get a little bit of it though. Sorry, buddy. You're selling it for 6 emeralds. I only have 4. Hey, look, I have 9 emeralds. I can buy that. Oh, wait. What? Didn't even do that. This is fine. Do we have a pig spawning? Yes. Oh, here we go. There we go. I think those are the 2 things I basically needed. These lives are extra forfeit now. Joker, Pillager, arrows, and the Sentry armor plate. Armor trim. Vindicator would probably be the best one. Because it looks like it's guaranteed. Oh, it says 0 or 1, but it doesn't say a percentage like this one does. Do I make the Eternal Torture Chamber for Wandering Traders? Who's to say? Honestly, that's a fairly nice price. Do I have an Evoker? Spawning? Spawning? No, I don't. Well, you know, makes sense. It would be fairly broken. But get some bone meal. I had no idea if this is a vanilla feature or not, but okay, so apparently you can bone meal this? No. Uh, I'll figure out something for that later. Get some sand and maybe it grows on sand. No, it's like an interact with it all. So that's fine. I guess that just means that I need to that I have a lot of things that I just have to buy those regularly if I see them. Let's see. If I kill a normal pillager, that'll get me arrows for the bows that I don't use. But it'll get me a decent amount of emeralds and a very rare chance, well, not super rare, but a rare chance of getting the armor trim, which they ever. I know that create 6.0.8. I don't know why there's a zero, but I suppose there's some like coding thing specific, but they work like this. The only thing I remember it not working on was the back of these things. And it works now, which means I could make a much. I could make my own custom wrench. And look at all these resources I can now do. They added another customization, I think. Oh, yeah, being able to customize the cog, I think. There's the wrench axis, which is the thing that spins around the cog. I think the cog itself is the. No, wait, you can customize the cog. You can customize the wrench. You can customize the wood. It's the handle. The handle is made out of. You can customize the material the head is made out of. You can customize every single piece. You can even give it a skull and you get this neat little evil skull as the head wrench. So, let me. Is it only the head? Yes. But you can also do bone for other parts. think there's a game about climbing some liminal superstructure that looks like this. So I kind of already made the wrench red, but I'm rethinking that a bit. I might want to make the wrench the skull. And then I might want to make the vice part the skull. And then probably make the handle out of okay, so the new one is the axis that you couldn't change before. So if I were to change anything, it'd probably end up being changing it to scoria. Yeah, probably scoria. So how do you make? I did that and then just didn't. Oh, fairly cheap. The brass one requires a bit more work, so I will have to do that one separately. But that just is a trim and 2 brass sheets. Up. Customize my wrench properly. I'll still keep the normal wrench in the backpack in case I run into an issue with it. But we want a piece of scorchia, which is going to be the axis. Then we want a skull for the head. For the cog, out. Some chromosite to go with the and now for the handle. What let's see how the rest of it looks first. I think Scorchia is probably the best move here too. Wait, didn't I? Oh right, I changed it to Crimson. Got it. Okay, so another piece of Scorchia. Fucked up evil wrench. I think the last thing they need to do to customize the wrench is let you change the wrapping on the wrench. And then you can customize every single part of the wrench. And then that one you'd have to customize with like wool. Because you couldn't customize it with the other stuff. Oh, not the skull anymore. What else can I augment the head with? This head with. I could go brass. I kind of like the idea of brass. It's a little bit more high def than gold. You know what? Yeah. Oh. Nope. I'm gonna 3, 2 for the. Oh. You versus the one she tells you not to worry. Not feeling the. I like the brass, not feeling the crimsite gear. So let's see. Wrench cog. What materials can I make you? You know, I think I'm gonna go bone. Yeah, I just prefer this wrench. It's cool. Good. Good. Makes it almost look like it's made of train casing, which is instead of brass casing, which is perfect. So I'm gonna shove this into my backpack in case something doesn't work with it. Alright. Not sure what I can do right now. Running out of experience, I think. I mean, it's not super bad, but it's not great. I could make a dedicated. No, wait, I'm not anywhere close to running out of experience. I have all the mob farms. Honestly, I should do something smarter with the fluid of the mob farms. What I should do is I should just have my I should have an enchanting building, but not up there. I think down. I think this is going to be our first. Okay, ortho camera still works. I like how I can only see the rain in the one chunk, but that's kind of fun. Other than that, um, I think the enchanting building is going to be our first building in the mid area. Well, not counting the lava generator, which once I make the what's the word? So I'm gonna go watch that guy's videos over the week, and I'll probably come back with the design that I want to use for the enchantment building. And at some point, I am going to. I think the hardest building to make is going to end up being the hangar. But that might be. The hangar might be different. What it'll probably end up being is me getting rid of this plane, even though I like it, it'd be getting rid of this plane to keep this one. Because this one in this specific world kind of world generation is just better. And then I'll keep this one. So it'll just be two, and I don't even really, especially, I could still use the quadricopter, I suppose, since I've got, even though I've got the jetpack. But yeah, I think the biplane might get parked somewhere while the bamboo hopper is probably gonna get used more. Might get parked over by the Actually, no. Even the Scarlet biplane would be better over at the steam engine. I mean, at the oil pumps. So, I know I've got my clipboard somewhere. There we are. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, all the asphalt's gone. So I can remove the asphalt mod pretty easily. I want to keep a beacon, which means I would need a second one, which isn't that big a deal. But I do think I need to give up on Tom Simple storage and try to find a different computer mod. Especially if I plan to play this a bit more long term, I might need a more consistent computer mod. Not to say Tom Simple Storage isn't consistent, but I'm going to need a lot of resources. And this might not cut it. Not. I suppose this will probably do fine, but especially if I combine it with drawers. But you know. But I still like the idea of having all my storage in that one main building now. So Okay, I don't even know what resources I need to automate still. Like, I'm sure there's something I could think of that it needs to be actually automated. You could find a way to automate casings, maybe? It could make that pillager farm, but that's another building I'd have to remodel. Yeah, I think I'm just out of ideas right now. I mostly was excited for this stream because it was the 1 year anniversary of the world, and all the updates. And I have been streaming for about 2 hours now, which is less than I usually do. By a, a decent margin. But I'm kind of drained of ideas at the moment. Because my plan was just getting things that are new and swapping out anything from Petrol Park, which took significantly less time because it didn't take much to remove replace the 3 or 4 times I used Petrol Park. Didn't Framed get an update too? Oh yeah, it had all the bunch of cardboard, different colored cardboard. Okay, you know. And how do you get the gold one? Is it? Please tell me it's a rare chance. Okay, no. Oh, you know, what I could do right now, I could make the template for every kind of liquid tank that I wanted to use. So copper window. Would copper glass casing or copper window better? I'm going with this. So I'm going 12 pieces. Probably going to need to make more at some point, but that's fine. And then I need... stone cutter to make it clear. Let's head outside for this. Okay, so we have shaft, the pump. Encase that, place that here. Now I'm gonna want some copycat panels and some copycat boards. Gonna bring this up like so. Put boards here. And replace them with windows. Well, one, I ran out. But two, I think I prefer... And I need a copycat trapdoor. Do I have one? No. It's a copycat iron trapdoor. I just need a normal trapdoor. And go add it like so, but I actually want that to stay there. And we put trapdoor on here, and that'll match with that. Okay. To make it, yeah, 5 tools. Good. Oh. Just so. No, I really like the is. Copper. Don't know why I have that much in there, but you know. Okay. And then stone cover them here. And get the sheet metal like so. Oh, you know what? Can I rotate? There we go. That's what I want. And then, do I should have a motor. This will only be temporary, but drive. These two brass ones will be perfect. Then I can, no. Condensed red water bucket. Put that here and here. Pump out. There we go. We now have infinite condensed water. But this is the real thing I need to attach to it. Just get it out whenever I need it. And then I basically have, you know what? I don't, top. Let's see what I can make. I don't want to do chiseled tough brick. But tough pillar would be perfect. Yep, that wraps it all together. Okay, that's good. I like that. Then I would just need to make a lot. Of different waters. But my big plan, my cool fun plan is that condensed water I'm going to make it so condensed water can be distilled by heating a blaze burner underneath of it to get the dye out of it. So I'm going to be able to make a dye factory along with the fluid tank. And this is already full. So yeah, I think the big plan is completely redoing that. Well, not super completely. I still want I can't remove the lava tower, but I'm going to be building around it a bit more. And it's going to be themed around a trial chamber. Which I suppose have trial chambers in them, but that's beside the point. Alright, illuminator. So, beacon. How easy is it? But the only thing I'm missing is the obsidian. Okay. Let's go get some obsidian. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't need that. I could just put a normal gearbox there. Vertical gearbox, but... Oof. I thought this turned off. No, wait, it did turn on. Why is it? Oh, because this is full. Then I need a spyglass, 3 gold sheets, a precision mechanism, another obsidian. Oh, I have never made a spyglass. Got it. Mechanism. Electron tube and a glowing stick. This recipe so I can quickly take a look at it. So the easiest way to do it would be there. These two. This, that, that. That, and that. The kinetic illuminator. So, what this does can freeze photons in place. From using glowstone dust in your inventory, you can place invisible light blocks in the world. Right-click existing light blocks will destroy them again. You can scroll while crouching to adjust the light level of the blocks to be placed. So this kind of makes it so I can light up areas better. Let's grab some glowstone. So I can make it any light level. I could make a level 1 light level block. And if I right click it again, it's gone. Better shown off in actual dark. So let's scroll it up to 15. And if I just click it like on top of this, and then invisible light, accessed from anywhere. Now, I forgot to check if like, okay, so this doesn't give me back the glowstone. And each shot of it takes a couple of glowstone. Which is fine. I do have a glowstone farm, so. Well, I'm officially out of ideas right now. So I am going to leave it for now. I'm gonna go maybe nap before GB starts streaming. Maybe he streams now. I don't know, but I'm out of ideas, and I can't bullshit my way through the rest of the stream. I'm gonna go plan, and maybe we'll be able to do stuff next time.